Most of life's deepest wounds are not caused by random events, but by lessons we refuse to learn. We ignore the quiet warnings. We silence our intuition. We push aside the whispers that say, "This isn't for you," in favor of comfort, routine, or approval. But life is patient. It will keep repeating the lesson until we understand. Loneliness isn't a curse, it's a mirror. Being alone is powerful. It strips away the noise. It removes the opinions, the distractions, the fake friends, and the roles we pretend to play. In solitude, there's no one left to perform for. Only the truth remains. And it's in that space where transformation begins. You realize you never needed them the way you thought you did. You needed you. You needed your own respect, your own forgiveness, your own voice. Solitude isn't emptiness, it's clarity. Don't wait. Move. Even if you're scared. Most fears are born from inaction. We sit, we think, we overthink. And in that silence, fear breeds stories that grow bigger than reality. But when you act, even a small step, the fear shrinks. The shadows lose shape. You don't need to see the whole path. You only need the courage to take one step. Because movement creates momentum. And momentum is what separates regret from results. Pain is a teacher. Stop treating it like an enemy. Life will break you before it blesses you. It will test your patience with setbacks. It will test your love with betrayal. It will test your ambition with delay. But these tests aren't punishments. They are preparations. We grow not because things are easy, but because they are hard. Struggle isn't a sign you're doing it wrong. It's proof you're doing something meaningful. You must walk through the fire to come out forged, not burned, but transformed. Protect your energy like it's a treasure, because it is. You are not required to carry relationships that drain you. You are not responsible for healing people who refuse to help themselves. If someone only loves you when you're small, quiet, agreeable, walk away. Stop shrinking to fit into places you've outgrown. Stop watering dead plants. Set boundaries, not to keep others out, but to keep yourself in. The truth about approval. It's a prison disguised as comfort. The more you know yourself, the less you need applause. You don't need a crowd to validate your direction. You don't need your family's approval to pursue peace. You don't need your past friends to understand the future version of you. And if you're constantly trying to prove your worth to someone, you've already forgotten it. Let that sink in. Consistency greater than motivation. We glamorize motivation. We crave those lightning bolt moments where we suddenly feel ready. But those moments are rare. Most of life is not a highlight reel. It's repetition, routine, showing up when it's boring, when no one claps, when no one sees. You won't always feel motivated, but you can always be disciplined. The ones who change their lives are not the most inspired. They're the most consistent. Discomfort is a gift. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when you're embarrassed to begin, afraid to fail, unsure of what happens next, but you go anyway. Discomfort reveals who's serious, who's willing, who's real. It separates the talkers from the doers. You want a new life? Be willing to look like a fool in the beginning. That's the price of mastery. Not everyone deserves access to you. You're not arrogant for walking away. You're not cruel for choosing peace. You're not wrong for refusing to be treated like an option. If someone treats your presence like a burden, give them the gift of your absence. The people who truly value you won't need to be convinced. Forgive your past, but don't repeat it. You are not who you used to be. Don't punish yourself for what you did when you didn't know better. Growth means realizing some choices were wrong. Wisdom means not repeating them. And maturity? That's when you stop going back to what hurt you just because it's familiar. Time is the most honest currency. The time you give to people, habits, thoughts, that's your real vote. That's your real investment. You'll regret wasted time more than any failure. Because unlike money, time has no refunds. It only moves forward. And if you don't move with it, you're not stuck. You're choosing to stay behind. Make peace with the clock, but don't let it run you. Be so focused on your growth that distraction becomes irrelevant. Focus on the step in front of you, not the entire staircase. You're not here to impress. You're here to evolve. And sometimes, evolution looks like solitude. Sometimes it looks like silence. And sometimes it looks like outgrowing people you once begged to stay. That's not cruelty. That's transformation. Don't just read this. Live it. All of this wisdom is worthless if you only admire it. Don't collect quotes and call it growth. Don't memorize lessons and stay in the same place. Life doesn't reward what you know. It rewards what you do with what you know. So ask yourself, what am I holding on to that's holding me back? What do I keep postponing that would change everything if I started today? Who am I becoming when no one's watching? That is your real life. And it begins the moment you stop ignoring what's obvious and start living what's essential.